Interesting selection of items coming up for our June antique sale, which we're going to walk around and have a look at. Starting next to me with this magnificent scale bronze. It's by Eugène Marioton, so a French bronze that'll be late 19th century. It's absolutely original condition, amazing sculpture that is on its original plinth. I've never seen one of these with its original stand here. It's signed on the base here, and here's the title, La Force Protégeant le Droit. And it's in beautiful condition. It came out of a private house, and there's another bronze that I'll show you in a minute that came from the same source. This is estimated at between £4,000 and £5,000. Right next to it, from another private house, is a very elaborate shaped Chinese 18th century blue and white porcelain vase, hand painted court scenes. Have some really interesting oriental items in this sale that I'll show you in a minute. We'll just have a look at some more things at the back of the room here. First, in the furniture section, here on the back is a very nice late 18th or early 19th century long case clock by George Tupman from Grosvenor Square in London. It's a very elegant looking long case clock, and in a time where long case clocks are not particularly easy sellers, the good ones are still wanted, and this is a good maker, a London maker, and a very nice elegant slender proportioned case to it as well. So that one, we're going to be looking in the high hundreds, I should think, for that one. And this, which we thought originally was going to be an early piece of furniture, is unfortunately just a reproduction. But look at the quality of the marquetry inside this, and that fitted inside there as well. It's an old reproduction, so I should think it's 1920s or that sort of period, so it's still 100 years old. But the original would have been made in the 17th century. It's still a good quality thing. We'll just go over this way, I think. Still being set up at the moment, so not quite ready yet. We're going past a setup which is for the sale the following week from this antique sale, which is 20th century design. So some really good ceramics and glass and sculptural things and lovely retro furniture. So we'll do a separate video for that, which you'll see coming up quite soon. But we'll concentrate on this sale. Here's another bronze. This is by Tommaso Campaiolo, which is it's an Italian bronze. He's the knife grinder, and amazingly, considering this is over 100 years old, look at that, the scissors, these are bronze as well. And there's his polishing rag. Amazing, that's all still there. And these all work as well. Magnificent bronze, that is. And that's going to be probably 1500 to 2000. And we'll just carry on down the table here. So lots of interesting things worth looking through on the website. This you'll remember from the last sale here. We did sell it. It was estimated at 800 to 1,000, and it sold for 1,000, but then it fell through. So if you were after that in the last sale, you've got a second chance. What else have we got? More Chinese items here, again from a private house. So these ceramic garden barrels, they are old ones because they have old staple repairs. You can see they've been in many pieces and stapled together again. But that's just a sign that they've been well loved and not just thrown away when they were damaged. This one's in better condition. And from the same house, a pair of these Japanese jardinières, which are rather impressive. And then we'll just have a look along here. These are interesting. So here we have a gold disc for a Led Zeppelin single. This is a million-seller gold disc for Whole Lotta Love, presented to the band's manager, Peter Grant. and this has come to us to sell from the partner of Peter Grant, so really good provenance for that one. So it's their classic single, it's the million seller, and hopefully 2,500 for that one. And next to it, another from the opposite end of history, is a hand-signed letter from Edward VIII. And this is 1946, quite an interesting letter to do with a charity collection of gold and jewellery in the Bahamas. But that's an original signature on there from his house in Paris. What else we got? It's an interesting 1848 policeman's truncheon. Quite early for those. Most of those truncheons that we see are a little bit later than that. Lots of interesting silver in this sale. Again, worth having a look through the website to view the silver. These are interesting. A beautiful original oil on canvas by Robert Taylor of a Spitfire, and it's Bob Stanford Tuck, I think, is the pilot flying that. But isn't that amazing? Effective oil painting. Estimate is 300 to 500. Could make a bit more than that. We have some very good Japanese cloisonné enamel in this sale. Again, it's from a private house. I'll show you some other pieces in a minute. This is an example of cloisonné enamel. And look at the decoration on that. Extremely detailed. This is a very complicated process. It's on a metal body, and then they apply, this one will be silver wire. It's a better quality one than most. So it's silver wire, and then they fill it in with enamel dust, really, that then is fired to make this glazed finish. It's an extremely laborious process, very complicated, and I think it's a completely lost art now. You can't get this sort of thing anymore. This is a good size, top quality vase. In this cabinet is the absolute best quality cloisonné. This little pot here, or incense burner, I've never seen such a fine piece of cloisonné enamel. It's so fine that you can hardly see the wire between the fields on this. The wire parts are called the cloisons, and you can see it more under the base here before it's filled in with the enamel and then fired. It's in really good condition as well. But look at the quality of the birds on there, and all over the lid as well. This flower head on the top. That's way beyond the quality of anything I've ever seen on a piece of cloisonné. There's a pair of vases here as well. Just so much work. Look at the leaves on all the trees. Beautiful things. Should be very hotly contested, those. We have, I think, 3 of these Victorian jugs for claret. It's a nice thing to have on the dining table. These are solid silver tops, hallmark silver. One like that with a sort of a heraldic lion on the top and nice original etching. Should be £200 or £300. This one slightly less impressive, but still in good condition. Very nice quality cut glass. Should be about 150 or so. I think there's one more somewhere. Oh, here it is, right next to me. Another one for 150, I would have thought. So fascinating. Well worth a close look, those for the enamel items here. Some of these mid-century pieces of glass are for the mid-century sale a week later, but that's all online now as well, so you can have a look through all those things. And we have the picture sale, as usual, next Thursday. So again, best to have a look through online with that sale. And as usual, this antique sale has a good selection of silver and jewellery, and watches, again, which you can browse through the whole lot online now. We are allowed to open to the public for viewing from Monday of next week. So where we have been holding our last couple of sales as online sales only, this one we're holding back to normal as a traditional sale. So viewing is Monday and Tuesday. You're allowed to visit the premises and come in and observe your distancing. If you do come along, we do need you to wear gloves, please, so that you can handle the items and pick them up. And I'll be wearing gloves then as well. And so you can come in and keep your distance from other people. And then so that's Monday, Tuesday, sale on Wednesday, when we'll be here. And if you want to come along to the sale, you can. And you keep your distance from the other people. And but please have a look through online. Thank you very much.